public service announcement is brought to you by a local. The Edisto River is not Edisto.
I knew you would have something to say about it.
Edisto is an island beach town.
Mm-hmm.
The Edisto River is like 2 hours inland near the middle of the state. It's not the same. I've only been to the Edisto River once. It was the day that I found Lola and Teddy, my dogs that I adopted, almost 11 years ago. It'll be 11 years in a few weeks because we had to drive so far out into the middle of nowhere. And I left these 2 dogs with one of my roommates because the Charleston Animal Society was closed. So we couldn't drop them off on Sunday. We needed to wait till Monday. And I just remember how long that drive was. And then on the way back, we stopped at a PetSmart and I got them a leash and collar and flea bath stuff. They ended up giving my dogs fleas. But anyway, I thought we were going to Edisto too. And we ended up in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the state. So when they kept saying we're going to Edisto, no. Edisto is my cozy beach town. This is not what I talk about channel servers when I talk about going to Edisto, which some of our remote reality episodes are filmed in Edisto because we go there a lot. Southern Hospitality, Season 4, Episode 5. Float around and find out. Let's watch.
Remote reality, yeah, that's the key. Unlocking stories wild and free. With the host, side by side. Channel surfers, let's ride.
Hey, channel surfers, welcome to Remote Reality. I'm Lauren, your friend and attorney host who loves to overanalyze everything, including our favorite reality TV shows. And Southern Hospitality takes place right in my backyard in Charleston, South Carolina.
And I'm Dee, her paralegal and smartass co-host.
And I got my hoedown hat on today since everybody's going to go do the hoedown in Edisto River. It was some sort of like Save the River event that my friend needed volunteers for, so I never went back. I think we did some off-roading to get there. Probably wasn't necessary. Anyway, make sure you like and subscribe. Right now, Dee and I are only doing Southern Hospitality, but we've been looking around at some stuff. Real Housewives of Rhode Island came on last night, and Ashley Chetty from Bachelor Nation, she's been on so many of the dang shows. I was watching the preview. I was like, oh my gosh, I know her. Jared and Ashley. She finally locked the man down and got married. So we were thinking about that, but we're still kind of in our busy season.
Yeah. It looks really good though.
It does look good.
If we can figure out a way to do it, it would be nice.
We might be able to.
We're
trying
really
to figure
busy.
out where we're going to go probably at the beginning of May. This should be ending. 90 Day will be ending, but we're going to go back up to probably at least 2 shows a week. I don't know. I just feel more motivated when I'm with the channel surfers, when we're all watching together. Make sure you like and subscribe. We're at 259 subscribers. That is insane to me still. I never thought we'd make it past 100. Goal is 1,000. Again, I think we're each of our dreams will never make, but you guys can make our dreams come true. You make our dreams come true. They're like, oh God, Lauren, you are offending God and everybody else in using. Stop. We just lost 10 subscribers right there. There we go. Down to 249 probably. All right, let's talk about Southern Hospitality and Joe's birthday at the music farm. I didn't know that was like a private venue that you could rent out. I'm wondering if production kind of got that hooked up. I've been to the music farm. Liz and I went there to see G-Love, and she knew G-Love through her connections. We got to go hang out with him on his tour bus afterwards. I was like chugging his hot sauce, his special sauce. God, that was a long time ago. It was a lot of fun.
I was watching it and I was just wondering how much it cost to rent that space because it looked huge.
Thinking production maybe is in on this, but I was thinking, who's going to go see an emo concert?
I didn't even know what an emo concert was. Like, is it
At
a
first-
band or is it a theme?
First, I thought maybe he meant like electronic music. I have a couple of friends here who are really into that, and apparently there's this big electronic or whatever show coming, but they like travel all over and do it. Emo? It's like, I guess, I
Well,
think of it as, was it called Fallout Boy?
maybe. I don't know. Because I was confused. I was like, is it a genre or is it the name of a band? Like, is he getting this band called Emo Man or something or whatever?
Emo Night.
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually was kind of a fan of Joe with the eyeliner on compared to regular Joe. Also, Joe without the hair gel. Fan.
Yeah. When they're on the way to the river.
Edisto River.
Yeah.
Dare call it Edisto.
His hair was completely different. I was like, he actually looks a little better with it all messed up.
Right? I'm like,
Yeah.
You're
The
starting to look
Fonzie
like a
style
Southern
is
boy.
not. Yeah, the Fonzie style is not working. I liked it messed up way better.
when did it ever work? I guess
I said it
Fonzie.
wasn't working.
I
Huh?
guess Fonzie. It worked 70 years
Fonzie.
ago.
Oh my gosh. I loved Fonzie. He would go in there and they would
The
say his hair was
Fonz.
messed up and he'd be like, what number?
Right. But that worked, what, like 60, 70 years ago?
That was in like the 60s or the 70s. Well, the show was out in the 70s, but I think that it represented like
Oh.
even a decade earlier or something, more like the 50s. Could have been the
Okay,
60s.
so that
I don't
was
know.
55 years ago.
Yeah, I grew up on Happy Days.
This is why we don't know emo music. Anyway,
Mhm. Also, probably the reason why
I'm
some of the viewers won't know who Fonzie is.
I'm surprised that he wasn't going to have his girlfriend DJ his birthday.
Well, he
He's a
wants
super
to.
fan. He travels everywhere. He's a groupie. Joe, just have Maddi DJ you some emo music.
He probably can't afford Maddie to do the
But he can afford the
DJing.
music farm.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm thinking they're going to make it into an event where they're
Mhm.
like, oh, come to the Southern Hospitality. Come to Joe's birthday.
Yeah, he's turning 30. Did he say something about $30 an hour at 30 or
He
he's not
sure
making
did. He is making $62,000 a year working at a restaurant. I quit being an attorney. Let's go work at. Let's go
Let's go.
work at Republic.
I know, that's what I
I'm gonna
was
look like a
thinking.
stuffed sausage.
What the fuck are we doing wrong?
Those dresses.
We'll stand out in front of the restaurant dressed as cocktails or something in the little foam suits, bringing people in.
We could dress up as TJ's hot dogs. That's what we could dress up as.
We'll be some Sir Wieners.
We'll be Sir Wieners. That's about all we could do. Because if you shove me into one of those little tight white cocktail dresses, I'm going to look like a Sir Wiener.
Stuffed sausage.
Come get your cheater wieners. And we're off to a great ADHD start this morning. Mia getting her stuff stolen. Her boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, mailed it to her. And some dude on a scooter took off with it.
Within 20 minutes of it being set out.
Why
apparently-
bags are not cheap?
No, and I was kind of wondering, like, why was it sitting out? Like, why not personally take it to the UPS store or something and ship it from there so it's not sitting out, especially if you know there's expensive things in the
He
box?
did. He lives in Charlotte.
So where was it sitting that it was stolen? I thought
On
it was
her
like
porch.
sitting on.
That's why she says you get insurance for expensive
On
items.
her porch. Oh, I thought it was. See, I'm having
This
a
is why you
blonde
get
moment.
insurance for the. It's early.
Yeah. I was thinking it
Um,
was sitting on his porch and was stolen. I'm like, why did he not
I
take
don't
it
know
to
if
the
shippers insurance would cover it on the way out. I don't know. I got the feeling that she saw it happen because I thought she said she like tried to chase after the scooter. But I would be more pissed about the Miss World trophy. She starved herself for 3 months to get that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't starve myself for like 5 seconds.
Well, and what was it, though, that she was the most upset about? Because I didn't recognize what it was.
I thought she was the most upset about her Miss World trophy. Her dad was like, that YSL bag, losing that is unforgivable. I wonder
Okay,
which one
that's
she
what-
had. It was a
YSL.
really cute
What is
shopping
that?
bag. YSL?
Yeah, what
I've
is
St.
that?
Laurent?
Never heard of it.
Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Let me help Dee. Okay, I showed Dee on Google. She is up to date now. You were
They're out of-
saying
They're out of my income bracket.
they're out of my price range too. Like, I'm not spending $5,000 on a bag. I'm not spending $15,000 on
No.
a bag. I only know about it because I like the super
Mhm.
fake sites for bags, and I've seen the raffia toad on one. It's kind of cute. Actually, look, I got myself this for my birthday.
Oh,
It's a
cute.
fake Arnaz Kelly. I have
Cute.
the fake Birkin, the green one, but
That's
this
cute.
one, so cute. I love it. I got it on Bagging, some Chinese company.
Yeah.
It takes like 2 weeks to
My
get here.
purse right
Anyway, I
now.
love it.
My purse right now came from Goodwill, $5.99. It's
This
super
one was
cute
still
though.
like $100 and something, like 130. But it's so cute. It's so cute. But those bags are like 10 grand. Remember?
Shit.
Remember on
That's more than my car cost.
Traders when we were covering that, and Rob was gonna buy
By
a Birkin. What's her name?
oh my God, I can't believe we can't remember her name.
Holy crap.
Mia. Was it Mia?
Oh, Mia's
No,
this show.
that's on here. That's on this show.
Oh
The
my
one-
God, old people,
the one with the
ADHD
accent.
brain.
Yeah,
Yes,
the one with
Mara.
the accent.
Mara.
Mara, yes.
Okay, we're back on Southern Hospitality.
That was close.
No, we're not because, okay, channel servers, this is my son, Jake. Come on, you want to say hi? He's out of school for Easter. You want to say hi to the channel surfers?
That is so cool. You need to do
Wow.
your own video of that.
Do this and flip it over and
That is so cool. Jake, do you like Edisto? Tell the channel surfers about Edisto.
there's a pool near my grave.
Yeah, they have a house in Edisto. They also have one. They live on the lake, Lake Murray. And okay, let's talk about these brain-eating amoeba. So we are at Republic talking about this trip to Edisto River. Not Edisto River. And Justin is obsessed on the brain-eating amoeba. Somebody died in Colombia from brain-eating amoeba, and it was on the lake that my in-laws live on.
That happened. It happened a few years ago too. Up around. Is there some kind of floating river in like Gastonia or something?
In North Carolina?
Yeah.
Oh, no. That was at the Whitewater Center.
I don't know.
Okay. I knew it was like it
Hold on
wasn't a
just a minute.
natural. Okay.
Okay, channel surfers, sorry, we are back. The Whitewater, Jake is out of school. It's Good Friday. And he is so excited. He's starting a YouTube channel. It's Our Gamer Family. We all play video games. Me, Mama C, Jake, just generations of gamers. So we've been practicing. I'll have to show you a couple of the little videos Jake and I made yesterday, just kind of practicing filming. But Our Gamer Family, I will let you guys know when we post that. Brain-eating amoeba, Lake Murray. So in South Carolina, we've got them. In North Carolina, you're talking about right outside of Charlotte, the Whitewater Center, the U.S. National Whitewater Center.
I remembered it wasn't like a natural source of like a normal river or lake. It was man-made.
It was man-made. They also have zip lines there that terrify the shit out of me. But they also have beer. Actually, I'm still scared even when I drink of zip lines. Anyway, I wonder if this trip was planned around the time, because this was pretty recent that person died at Lake Murray.
Oh.
Yeah. This is like, yeah,
right.
This is pretty
But
recent,
he
so.
was talking about using it as an excuse for saying stupid shit. Like he could just say anything and blame it on a brain amoeba.
Well, it was funny because Brad was like, Justin, there's nothing there to eat. You're going to starve the damn brain-eating amoeba. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. So, again, they're at work. Actually, before work, TJ is pulling up pictures of where they're going. I'm like, that's not Edisto. That's the Edisto River. And they're also talking about alligators. Like, this is another fear. There are alligators everywhere, even here in Charleston. Like, if you go play golf at the Charleston Municipal Golf Course on Johns Island, there are alligator crossing signs on the golf course.
My
here on the coast.
My sister lived about 2 blocks from the beach for a while. And she called me one morning and she's like, "You're not going to believe this." And I was like, "What?" She's like, "There's an alligator in our outdoor bathroom." So they had to call somebody to wrangle it out.
When I first moved into my house, my old house in North Charleston, I was like moving in and my neighbor across the street was like, "Oh my gosh, there's an alligator." It was in the ditch. in her
Mhm.
ditch. She did not like alligators. I don't blame her. She did not like snakes. Rob used to always have to go get the snakes out of her yard. But we have all kinds of creatures. Actually, we're going to get to the cockroaches here in a minute. But before we get to the pedicures and all of that, a couple of things at this work where they're kind of
Mhm.
planning everything. Justin is ghosting. He is Caspering late. He is acting like she's not even there. One of my favorite moves. Not Justin. Michael's. Sorry.
Yes.
One of my favorite moves, Michael's. Girl,
Mhm.
I do that too. But I feel so bad for Lake. And we'll talk about this more. Or I guess we need to talk about it now. Michael's is mad at Lake because he told Lake that Brad has basically really not forgiven Emmy about her comment because she reeled back that apology.
Mhm.
And then Lake went, this is what Lake did. Lake told the hostess that Brad still had some beef with Emmy because Emmy had reeled back the apology. I'm Team Lake on this. Not that I am involved in it at all, but
Mhm.
Michaels brought up that Brad felt Emmy had done a microaggression, which I agree, she did, in front of everybody at Folly. Like everybody but the hostess. Apparently the hostess wasn't invited to Folly, just Edisto, but
Mhm.
whatever. And Edisto River, I think she was there. So almost everybody at the restaurant knows, let alone everybody's going to be watching the show knows.
Mhm.
And then Lake was kind of staying out of it. She agreed, but she pretty much stayed out of it. So then Michaels and Brad got mad at Lake for staying out of it. So then she says to the hostess, okay, well, Lake took it back, so Brad's still mad. She wasn't telling the hostess what Emmy said or that they had called out the microaggression. She was just saying Brad's still mad because the apology was fake.
Mhm.
And now they're mad at her for being in it again after they were mad at her for being out of it. This is very confusing.
Well, my understanding was Michaels had the conversation with Lake at his apartment. Okay.
The
And
conversation that
Mhm.
Brad is still upset because Emmy
right.
reeled back the
Right.
apology.
And he was relaying to her how Brad felt. This is how I was taking it. And then she had the conversation with Brad at the restaurant. But Michaels is saying
Who
that
had the conversation with
Lake had a conversation last episode with Brad at the restaurant about it.
else Emmy reeling back her apology?
No, about Lake's lack of backing in the microaggression. Remember, because she said that she told Michaels, well, I
Right.
agreed with you, so I thought that
Wait
was
a minute.
enough.
You're confusing me. What are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say
I feel like
is
Nancy
that,
Grace right now.
yeah, what I'm trying to say, and it's early.
She's such a bitch. She
is
does this to all of her
Michaels
people.
was upset with Lake for saying something to the hostess about a conversation that he said he told her was just between the two of them. He didn't want it to
Okay,
go
see-
any further.
This is all confusing. This is what I'm saying. This is very confusing for everybody. All she
Right.
did was say, Brad's still mad.
Yeah. So that's what I was
Which, no shit,
thinking is
Sherlock. Brad isn't even talking to Emmy. What secret are we letting out?
right. But that the whole point I was trying to make is, okay, Michaels, then why did you tell Lake in the first place? You're the one that had the conversation first and was talking to someone about something behind Brad's back.
Look, this is what I think happened. So Brad and Michaels are talking, and Brad gets upset with Michaels for saying something. He's like, it wasn't me. It must have been Lake. But in the moment, Brad, really, he's upset with Emmy. He's not upset with anyone else. He was
Right.
throwing the blame somewhere else, which didn't make any sense because he had already brought this up to Lake and Emmy and Michaels. Everybody had talked about this.
Right.
Everybody had talked about this.
Right.
But in the moment, he was just reacting to the fact that Emmy is upset still over something that she caused and stirred up by saying she was afraid of Brad, which bullshit.
Mhm.
She's not afraid of
Mhm.
Brad.
Right. But apparently
Um,
the girl that Lake told Emmy. That's what Michaels was
Mm.
upset about.
right. No, that's what Michaels is saying he's upset about. I think Michaels is upset that Brad was upset with him. And he is going on the ultra defense. Now, I think Brad being upset with Michaels was kind of a knee jerk reaction because Michaels was telling Brad how upset Emmy was. And Brad's not holding any love back for Emmy right now.
Mhm.
But in the moment, he just was looking for somebody to blame, even though there's really no blame to go around because he brought this whole conversation up to Emmy.
Mhm.
She knows things aren't great, but I think he just got ultra defensive and he's like, no, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was because he cannot stand for somebody to not be happy with him. Look at how he melted down with the Molly situation. Look at how he melted down before with the Lake situation. Michael's is sensitive and he doesn't want someone to be mad at him. This is why he's going around and talking to everybody about the Lake issue except Lake because he doesn't want to talk to Lake about it directly because then she'd be upset with him, but he doesn't want anyone else to be mad at him.
It's just a bad case of telephone.
And you can't blame him when you see how his mom acts. Like he feels rejected by his mom. He doesn't want to feel rejected by other people. I love them all. I feel bad for Lake.
I think
And
I think he's taken it too far with Lake.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he's ghosting her and Brad, he's ghosting Emmy. She tries to sit down and have some sort of bullshit conversation with him. He's like, we're not going to talk about this now. We'll talk about it at some point, but not at work. This isn't appropriate. Agreed. Well handled, Brad.
Very.
So we go to get our nails did. We've got Michael's boo and TJ. And before they even start like insinuating anything, the way that they're looking at each other, I was thinking I could ship this. They're so cute. Why aren't they dating?
I find it really ironic too that each one of them are exactly attracted to
other's
the other
type.
one's type. So why
The
haven't they worked
look
this out?
on their faces. They were both glowing hanging out together. And this is after apparently they made out for a whole straight hour. And also, isn't this where we see TJ getting ready? And it takes him an hour to wash his face and shave his face. He's making sure everything is perfect before he goes and he sees his friend, Michael's. They're just so cute together. Dating your friend can be great.
Maybe we'll see them hook up and become a couple or something at some point this season. It would be nice.
That's what I'm hoping. And when we get to
Yeah.
Edisto River and they have to have a bed together, I'm like,
Yeah, but isn't somebody else in the room with them?
no, that's
Oh.
Joe and Maddie.
Joe and Maddie.
They get
They got
Emmy.
stuck with Emmy. Yes.
I'd rather be stuck with Grace Lily.
For sure.
But they're getting their pedicures. Michaels is talking about a date. And TJ's like, is it that same guy? And then they do this flashback to a date he had. And the guy at the date, he's talking about oysters. He's like, I like the oysters at the beginning of summer, but now not so much. Dude, you don't eat oysters at the beginning of summer. Let's talk about oyster etiquette, oyster rules. Only in months that have an R in them. September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Starting in May, you don't eat it because they'll make you sick as shit. This dude started eating some May oysters or June oysters or whatever, got the shits and has sworn them off because he didn't know what he was doing. Channel surfers, do not make the same mistake. Get your oyster gloves, get your oyster knives, come out here in the fall when it's not humid and hot as fuck and eat some oysters. Good oyster roast. It's one of our favorite things to do here. Okay, I just had to spill my beef with that. So they are getting an Airbnb. Maddi has been banned from Airbnbs. Rightfully so. She doesn't even drink. How the heck did she get banned for breaking bar tops and peeing? And how do you do all that stuff sober?
I don't know. Maybe it was before she got sober. How long has she been sober?
Since she was 17.
Okay. The math's not math in there.
And you know what? We have an Airbnb. Um,
Mm-hmm.
It's actually right near Daniel Island where Maddi lives. It's in Wando. It's like right
Mm-hmm.
there, 10 minutes from downtown Daniel Island. It's a condo that we rent out. The condo in Wando. Rob does not rent to locals though. So we are safe. We are Maddi proofed.
Mm-hmm.
Unless one of her friends from out of town runs it. But anyway.
Some of
That's
them won't even
crazy.
rent to people under a certain age.
Yeah, but she's like 28, 30 something.
Yeah, well, I guess maybe we need to have the cutoff 30 and under. Not renting to anybody under 30.
Rob's like, if they're local and they're trying to rent it, they might be trying to throw a party.
Mm-hmm. More than likely.
Anyway, he's a 5-star super host, my husband. It's a great condo. I'll have to post the link sometime. But this Airbnb they go to, I mean, I guess it's a river Airbnb. It looks busted up. Grandma's house. Didn't Michael say grandma's house?
Yeah, it looked very quaint.
That's cute. It's quaint.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you were wanting someplace to just be all out in nature, it would be a great place. Seriously.
Okay, time out. I forgot about the dead cockroach at the place. What do we call cockroaches here?
A cockroach. I don't know. What do you
Palmetto
call them?
bug.
Oh, yeah, the water bugs.
The palmetto bugs.
Mhm.
These aren't just cockroaches. These are like gigantic ones, and they're everywhere. They are everywhere. I mean, it's not like infested with it, but you're going to see one no matter where you go. You can be in like a multi-million-dollar house, you'll find a
Mhm.
palmetto bug every once in a while, or like outside in a park. Every once in a while, you will see a palmetto bug.
Moving from up north down here, it was a huge transition for me because if you saw cockroaches up home, I mean, that was a bad thing, you know,
Right.
because you just, yeah. But down here, it's like ants. You see them like you would ants.
Or like a
yeah.
spider. And they're
Mhm.
big. They're like these huge things.
They're
and that's why at first
huge.
they're like, ew. But did you see how they kind of transition to whatever? It's just
Yeah.
the
We're
rest in
so
peace,
used
old
to it.
homie. And then he's like, Michael's is like, that's what I'll be saying at your funeral, TJ. Old homie. Busting his chops. Because you see them, like, we'll find them in our garage every once in a while. It's not like they're always there. I just know that somebody at the Airbnb, once they saw a palmetto bug, they were like, oh my gosh. I'm like, no, it happens.
Mm.
Welcome to South Carolina. They're here
That's
and they
just normal
fly.
down
And they
here.
fucking fly.
Yeah. It's normal down here. Welcome to the South.
do I need to put money in the swear jar? I just said that word. And Jake goes, hey, mom. Hey, buddy. All right. Sorry, channel surfers. We are rolling with it today. All right. So back to the Edisto River house. Because you're not in an invisibility cloak. That's just a blanket. That's how I knew you were back there.
This isn't Harry Potter.
This is not Harry Potter's invisibility cloak. So we talked about the bed situations. We saw the flashback from season 1 where Maddi and Trevor were hooking up on the RV while they were driving. They were driving to Lake, the one up in Charlotte, Norman.
Oh, Lake
They
Norman.
had an episode in Lake Norman where they went on a party boat, which I've got my Sunday Fun Day cup somewhere. My friend won tickets on one of those party boats in Charlotte and Lake Norman, and I still have my cup.
I think one of the local radio stations always does like a
Yep.
booze cruise kind of thing on Lake Norman.
That's exactly what it was, the booze cruise. I think it's 96.1. I've got the cup still. It was color changing. I still use it. This was over 10 years ago. It's a very sturdy plastic cup. But anyway, so I forgot about that. And she's like, no, sorry, Joe, you ain't getting any here.
I don't do it on vacation no more. That's what
And
she
they've got like
said.
blow up mattresses. They're about an hour, little over an hour outside of Charleston. I mean, they could just drive back. I guess it's because they're going to be drinking on the river. But Maddi
Mhm.
doesn't drink.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. I wouldn't sleep on an air mattress. I'd probably just ride home. But then again, I'm 42.
They're not bad. I've slept on them before.
How
They're not
long ago?
8 years ago, maybe 9. But I mean, they have some that they're like 3 feet thick. It's almost like a bed height by the time you get
It's
it
not
blowed
the
up.
height.
And they're cool. Like they stay
That's
really
true.
cool.
They do
So
stay cold.
mm-hmm.
They do. So the river house, Michael's is talking about his issues with Lake to everybody except
Mhm.
Lake. Lake is walking around with a red hat on, like she's the red trader.
It's it's a full body cover up that's got a
It's
hood.
super cute.
Yeah, and she's got the hood up and
Super
she's
cute.
looking for someone to take a picture of her.
It reminded me of the traders, though.
It did me too.
Reminded me of the red trader. But I feel she's like not talking to everybody. They get in the car, everyone's talking. They're like completely ignoring the fact that she's just broken up over the fact that
Mhm.
Justin is ignoring her.
Michael's.
You
You keep calling Michael's Justin today.
I know. It's rough. It's a rough day.
And it's
Good
early.
Friday.
We don't
It's a rough
we don't
day. I got a
Yeah.
4-year-old out of school. I got a 42-year-old brain, and
Yeah. And we don't usually record this early in the day. We're trying to get it done with the holidays.
well, also, so I guested on another hot podcast. I'm not sure when it's coming out. The episode, it's called Next Lawyer Up, an attorney in Alabama, because I am starting my bankruptcy podcast. We'll probably get that started. I'm going to do a weekly episode about finances. I've got guest host. I've got everything ready. I was going to do it in December, but then Jake got the diabetes, type 1 diabetes like his mama. So he had me guest host and we recorded for an hour, and he's like, my son likes me to keep him like 15 minutes, but I usually go over. And then he's like, he didn't get enough. He wants more. Apparently he's a big fan of reality TV. He's been listening to some of our episodes. Hey, Ron, if you're listening.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, Ron, D says hey. I was like, I should have offered up D for this like second recording that we're doing here at 11. You
have
want
too
some
much of a-
crazy? We'll get D on here too.
I have too much of a potty mouth. I would not do well.
Well, I told him, I was like, our podcast is not for children. My 4-year-old over here making me put money in a swear jar. Hey, buddy. You can stay. He said he's just going to sneak in here so he could stay.
Potty mouth.
He's like, you should tell your clients about it. I think it's part of your charm is that you two are so crazy.
And I said, I wonder if the Reverend would have agreed.
Oh my gosh.
That
Yeah,
would
our Reverend
represent
client would not have. Oh my God. I was the most holy person around that client. Anyway, praise Jesus. Where's my mind? Edisto house, all the drama. I mean, besides picking rooms and TJ and Michael's sharing a room, which they're the only ones that got to share a room. The couples aren't even sharing rooms. Maddie and Joe get freaking Emmy.
Well,
Then
I wonder
we
if Brad
have
and his
Justin.
girlfriend. What about
Oh, yeah,
Brad
and his girlfriend. I think they're sleeping. He's mad that he's not going to get it because they're sleeping on the air mattress.
Oh,
He could just bounce her off of it. Boing, boing, boing. Just dribble her like a basketball and bounce. Nobody says you can't do it. He's going to put a hole in that air mattress. Slippery when wet. This is not good. Never mind. Don't do the air mattress.
No refund for TJ no on that deposit.
Somebody else is getting kicked out of the Airbnbs for good. So they're the only one. They got the full bed.
Well, hopefully we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll take advantage of it and put it to good use.
I still can't believe they were making out for an hour. I just thought it was one kiss, but they were going at it.
Yeah.
Oh, at one point we were talking about what is the oldest person you've hooked up with? And Molly says 64. She says after some drinks, you don't know.
They look
well,
younger is what she said. After a few drinks, they look younger.
Liz says she made out with Dan Marino once when she was
How much
drinking.
How much older than her is he?
A lot. I mean, how old is he? It's got to be like 80 now, right?
No.
I don't know. He was at some bar in Florida. I don't know.
The shit you come up with.
Y'all, the ADHD is real today. Then Joe talks about hooking up with the Countess, Luann, and she made him the best eggs of his life the next day. And
yeah, I bet he was talking about eggs. That's what I was thinking when he said it was the best eggs I've ever had. And I'm like, yeah, I bet you're talking about eggs.
What do you mean?
I think he meant something else.
What do you think he meant?
I think he meant sex. Even though he
Eggs?
says he didn't.
Take me from eggs to sex in your mind.
I just thought it was a metaphor, that he was making a metaphor.
Well, he said eggs
Instead of-
quarantine.
Yeah, instead of saying, the sex, he was saying eggs. Because he
Why?
said because he said that she made him eggs and bacon the next
God.
morning. And
This
those were
is
the best
reminding
eggs
me-
he had ever had. I'm like, yeah, I bet you're referring to eggs.
Somebody was saying you take hard-boiled eggs and you shove them up there and then squirt them out and they're like alien and you eat it and it's a sexual thing.
Huh? What are you talking about? Squirt eggs up where? Squirt boiled eggs up where?
D.
No.
You lay the eggs.
And they come out scrambled?
No, they're hard-boiled and then the person you're with eats them.
That's just nasty. That's disgusting.
That's the only egg sex thing I can, besides like a woman's eggs, but Luann's past
No,
that.
I was totally thinking. What'd you say?
She's menopausal. She's not doing eggs
There's
anymore.
no eggs. No, I was totally thinking it was just like a metaphor. Like he didn't want to say sex, so he was referring to. Just forget it.
Ron's like,
look.
you should tell your clients. Actually, some of our clients do listen to it. The ones that we consider family. We love you guys.
Mhm.
You know who you are. Anyway, eggs. Holy shit. Old people, us. Oldest person I've ever hooked up with would be my husband. He's what, 47?
Yeah, my husband at the time. I mean, because he's 11 years older than me, so he was like he was like 31.
No, what's the oldest you've hooked up with?
I just told you.
He was
When
31?
I met him, it
No,
was
I mean, but the last
Yeah.
time you slept with him, how old was he?
oh, fuck's sakes, we were together almost 30 years, so 59, maybe. I think he was around 59.
So Molly's
'Cause
hooked up with
once he
someone
got
older than
sick-
you.
Huh?
Molly's hooked up with someone older than you.
I
Older
know.
than you have.
Yeah. No, I did have this like really old guy when I was in high school. I'd spent the summer with my cousin, and he
Older
was
than
like-
59?
he was older than my dad at that time. And I was just like, what? Because when he asked me out to dinner, I just thought it was like a group thing because I had met him in the group.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And back then there wasn't call waiting. So, well, people might not even know what call waiting is, but my cousin called me like as soon as I hung up from accepting the dinner date. And she's like, no, Dee, that's just you and him. And I'm like, fuck. And she's like, it'll be okay. It'll be okay.
I mean, in high school, though, my parents were in their 30s, but they were my age.
I think I was like 17 at this time. The guy was probably 64.
But you didn't hook up with them.
Oh, God, no.
No.
No,
You
because
just
I
went out with
totally,
them.
yeah, I would have never even gone if I had known it wasn't the group that we were.
You were
that
just
we were
like a sugar baby.
He thought he might have a potential one, but I was not that kind of a person.
This is how they did sugar babies in the 80s.
Yeah. He did tell me that if I came back, because of course I wasn't living here,
Mhm.
he told me if I come back, I could have anything I wanted. I never came back.
You know what? You probably would have had an inheritance by now.
Yeah, he was extremely rich. Like he had his own plane. He had a home
Well,
in
and he was also
Boca,
old.
and he was old. That was enough for me.
And
If
if
I
this was
wasn't-
in the 80s and he was 60, then
Yeah.
he would be 100 and something by now. You'd
Oh,
done been
yeah.
a millionaire.
I'd have been a millionaire at my prime.
You wouldn't be here.
If I had been superficial.
You wouldn't be on remote reality making nothing.
Nope. Damn.
Okay, so dating old people, Luann, Real Housewives, that was a
Yeah.
fun little crossover. They all go floating down the river in some tubes.
Not me. Would not
Mm-mm.
do that.
Brain eating amoeba.
Not gonna get in anything. I can't see my feet.
I can't afford to lose any more brain. Y'all listening to this
Mhm.
podcast?
The alligators, the snakes, forget it. As soon as I seen the sign that said there might be alligators or snakes, I'd be like, I'll see you guys at the end.
D swims with the sharks at the beach. All right, y'all? The sharks. We
Mhm.
don't. We do the sharks and the jellyfish.
That's just long
And the
enough to
crabs.
cool off. Go in, cool off, and get back out. Like, I'm not going very far in the ocean either.
That's pretty much it for this episode.
Well, no, I mean, we haven't covered where. I mean, we did cover Lake a little bit, but then, I mean, he keeps it going.
Who's he?
Michaels. She's ready to leave, actually, at one point. She's
Yes.
like, I don't even want to be here.
I
mean,
don't blame
I felt
her.
so bad for her. Because she could hear him talking about her to other people, but he wouldn't say anything to her. It was so sad.
TJ, you just need to take Michael's in the room, work out some of that stress, get them
Mhm.
all nice and relaxed, take one for the team, take one
Yeah.
for Lake.
Let's have him come out with a smile on his face.
Won't be mad at anybody.
Mm-mm.
In my ADHD fog, did we miss anything? I think we got it.
Well, I mean, at the very end, Lake calls her mom, and her mom
Yeah.
was basically, taking Michael's side and saying you
I don't
shouldn't
think
have
so.
repeated it. But
Well, she said, don't talk about Black stuff with white people, the microaggression. But that's not what happened here. They're mad that she told the hostess that Brad actually didn't forgive Emmy. The shot meant nothing. The microaggression was brought up by Michaels and talked about in front of everybody. And then they said that she needed to be a part of it, which we already kind of talked about that. So her mom was specifically talking about the microaggression, but that's not why they're mad at her. They're mad at her. It reminds me of that Friends episode where it's like, you told me that I told you that you told me, you know that I know that you know. They're mad that she told the hostess who told Emmy that Brad really didn't accept the apology because the apology was fake as fuck.
Absolutely. And I mean, she's admitted that. She's said it several times.
So they're just mad that she said Brad didn't accept the apology to the hostess who told Emmy, which, you know what? I think Emmy's going to pick up on that when Brad's not even talking to her. It's not a big secret that Brad is mad at Emmy. And it's not going to be a big secret. They wanted it to be this hidden thing, kind of like Michael's sitting there saying everything to Lake. It's so obvious that Michael's is mad at Lake. He's not saying it to her. He's saying it to everybody else, but it's supposed to be some big secret from her.
Well, I mean,
He'd probably be mad if someone went and told her that he was mad and why. They just want to play this game where it's like, I'm mad at you and I'm not going to tell you why I'm mad at you. And, oh, now somebody told you why I'm mad at you instead of you guessing and being all fucked up in the head. That's why. And again, I think Justin, Michaels, whatever. Michaels just doesn't want people to be mad at him. But her mom was basically like, let Emmy figure her own shit out, which I agree. That's not why they're mad.
He feels like some kind of confidence has been broken.
It wasn't his confidence. And he already told her that she needed to be brought into it. And Michaels was the one that first said the word microaggression. So poor Lake. I love
Poor Lake.
Michaels though.
I do too. I'm sure they'll figure it out.
I'm sure they will. Because they're really upset about. I'm not saying the microaggression is nothing. And I think that Emmy doubling down on the bullshit in the car when they're riding up there and Lake is like very calmly trying to say, yeah, but like be empathetic, put yourself in that position. And whoever's in the backseat, I think it's us, is like, oh, but you're very empathetic. Like, no, Lake has been through this. Lake has experienced microaggressions. She is a person of color. It's not that she's empathetic. She literally knows what's happening. And she's asking you to be empathetic. And apparently you're incapable of it because you were just firing off at the mouth, not taking any accountability for the fact that you are not afraid of Brad at all. You're sitting here pulling him into a room, trying to talk to him. If you're afraid of him, why would you care if he didn't want anything to do with you?
Right.
It's BS. You said something that is a racial stereotype that Black men are aggressive and scary and you should be afraid of them. And you're not taking accountability for it. Anyway, but that's not what all this is about. This is all that Lake apparently should be involved, but shouldn't be involved. I don't know.
It's very confusing.
My brain. This is, damn scrambled my brain on a Friday. Okay, I can't blame this. See,
I don't
need
want to
take
go back to the
accountability.
eggs.
I'm
I don't
old,
want to go back
I have
to the eggs.
ADHD.
I'm
We're
sorry.
not good.
Don't go back to the eggs conversation.
Don't scramble those eggs. Don't lay them out like alien babies either. All right, channel surfers. Thank you for listening.
Yes.
I gotta go do a serious podcast now about the law stuff on Next Lawyer Up. We love you guys, and we'll be back next week as we continue to plow through busy season. Plow eggs.
Wow. Oh shit! Stop.
Bye.
Let's ride.
Easter eggs.
Stop. Don't even go there. Just don't.
Let's ride.